Hey, welcome to the Hopcast.
Thanks for joining us again, everybody.
I'm Chmielewski.
My name is Hunnemeder.
And we're on site at a brewery. It's been so long.
It's been a while, and we're here at Une Année. So it's our first time visiting. We're really excited. So thank you guys for joining us and letting us hang out a little bit.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So we've got Jerry. Jerry Nelson started the brewery, and you got your brewer here, Dustin. So I mean, what struck me when we first walked in was just like, I mean, this is pretty much a space where someone maybe like put 6 people that are in college could be living in here.
It's real world brewers.
Yeah, but it's a brewery, and everything's kind of been fashioned, you know, and it's just taking things and fashioning them into things that either make beer or process beer, packaged beer, that kind of thing. So walk us through what this space is and how you actually operate all this crazy equipment you got fashioned.
Well, we basically started off, it's a blank 2,500 square foot building. When I picked this place, I really wanted something I really didn't have to do much to. So it had 1 floor drain, and I didn't open up the concrete at all for it. So, I have an architectural background. I really know how to work with materials and how to get the most out of them. So I really kind of designed the brewing system to work from ground up, from parts that not necessarily are generally used to make brewing systems. So.
And Dustin, you were kind of saying that the most money you spend is on just the fermenter. Like, these are actual brewing fermenters, but a lot of the other stuff is kind of put together. What's the importance there?
I mean, fermenters, you need to spend the extra money, make sure that it actually gets cold, which is always nice, so you can crash it, but as we can see, it's just old wine fermenters repurposed. So.
And it's an 8-barrel?
Yeah, 8-9 barrel.
Okay.
At the end of the boil, we're getting 9 barrels, and then we fill fermenters up pretty high. They're 15-barrel fermenters, but sometimes we put up to about 17 barrels in them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What do we have? Like 3 or 4 beers you've been doing now that people have been seeing out there? We've had 3 today, I think.
Well, we have the 1 year-round Maya, our Belgian-inspired IPA, and then we've actually had 4 different saisons.
Oh, okay.
And 2 different Abigails and a couple one-offs. So.
And then one of the saisons I have is the less is more. We had that when we first got the samples from you.
Session saison. I mean, what I'll say, especially, you guys have been in operation for 6 months, and straight off the bat, your beers are clean, which is like what I look for in a new brewery. So that's, nice work. But they're very good too, and I would say balanced, approachable, and just kind of elegant. So there's a lot of nuance to those beers. When transitioning into opening a brewery, are you doing homebrew recipes, and that's where this came from? It's hobby turned profession, or what do we have there?
Yeah, I mean, I had homebrewed since '95, we've only really had 2 variations of like a homebrew recipe that we've used in house. A lot of the other ones we just came up on the fly in the last few months. So, but our general approach to making beers is to make generally balanced beers. We're not going to try to blast you with bitterness. I really like hop flavors, so I think we use quite a bit of hops in our Maya Belgian IPA, but we bring hops later in the boil and in the dry hops, so that way it's not your face bitter.
You get the nice American aroma from the hops, but not so much bitterness, because we're trying to make a balanced beer, and that's definitely part of it. So you need the bitterness, obviously, but you don't want too much.
Sure.
I think more and more people are starting to realize that. You sit down and you want to have a couple pints at a brewery. If it is just that abrasive, you're not going to have another one.
Yeah.
So it's also part of like a good business model as well. So hopefully you're having people drinking more than one beer.
That's the plan.
One of the other aspects I really thought about when I was, beers, beer styles, I thought that I really wanted to have a set of beers that really paired well with food, that would be good served at a restaurant. So that was, part of the mindset right from the beginning. So.
Yeah, and because we're all focused on pretty much Belgian style right here. Even your stout uses Belgian yeast. That may be a one-off, but well, a lot of them are kind of.
Yeah, I mean it'll be better next year.
You only have the one year round.
Yeah.
How much beer are you planning on putting out at the end of year one?
Right now we're on pace to do about 700 barrels in a 12-month period. So, we're looking at maybe getting another fermenter within the next couple months, and obviously for a little bit more. So,
yeah, it's a small amount of beer, and how that's a good thing though. I mean,
it's true.
How has it been received, do you think, around Chicago? I mean, we're starting to see a lot on draft, your packaging as well, so you're seeing them on the shelf sets and that kind of thing.
I think we're really excited how things are going, and
good.
Especially with the the bottles are moving, many bottle shops around the city, and we're starting to get into the suburbs a little farther every day, so we're going to expand that as much as we need to. So we signed on with Worth Beverage. I actually self-distributed for 1 month by myself. But the
not good.
The contract was already signed.
1/6 of the time.
The contract was already signed before I did that self-distribution period, but because I already knew I wanted this relationship, and having self-distributed for 1 month, especially by myself as the only employee, it was definitely a task.
But Dustin, you came in maybe 2 months into the operation or so.
Yeah.
And before that was just Jerry, and he's sitting here doing 16-hour days, and you got to do all the books, the distributing. I don't even know how you did that.
I don't think he's the only one who knows how he can do that.
Well, I definitely was not the best salesman, so if I had the sales aspect, I probably could have moved more in that 1 month. But
Takes a certain person, I'll say
yes,
that.
It does. Very true.
So what's on the docket, or what's coming out that people can look forward to or might be seeing?
So we just released the Hunnemeder and the Hunnemeder Premier. It's the same beer essentially. One is a 7% red ale, Belgian, and the other is a 10.5%. So we essentially took the same recipe. One, we added more base and more sugar and more hops. So it's just, I don't know, it's something fun we could do
for our 6-month anniversary of that beer. So.
And another thing that struck me walking through here, especially for a brewery this size, is the fact that you're using 8 to 9 yeast strains in here. That's, without a quality control lab and stuff like that, it's got to be hard to maintain those yeast strains and work with that.
Yeah, we generally don't reuse the yeast more than 1 or 2 generations, and we're starting to work with a new yeast lab that's actually in the city called Omega. So they're going to start.
Omega.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So they're actually going to be bringing yeast on the brew day, hand delivered. So tomorrow. So that's I think it's going to be a good resource for a lot of brewers.
Yeah, and we try to sort of group together. We definitely plan out our scheduling based on yeast strains,
Repitching and that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, we definitely get a couple pitches out of each one, so it's not too expensive.
Yes.
Although I'm sure he would disagree.
Well, I mean, such a cool space, hard to find, because I didn't even know this was a street. It looked like an alley to me, but it actually has a sign and all that stuff. But I mean, thank you so much. We wish you the best of luck here in Chicago.
Yeah. Loving your beers.
And the beers are good, and that's number one.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for watching.